pushing your team and you're in the process of getting your I Am Next t-shirts and your I Am Next caps. My artist family, welcome to another Wednesday night corporate call. As you can see, I am here in the Bahamas. Just had a phenomenal event. Well over close to 300 people, 109 guests. It was a phenomenal event. One of the best ones I've ever seen in the Caribbean islands. We're doing some very special things here in the Caribbean in the process of launching a brand new warehouse in this market, up and coming very soon. But I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us tonight. Now, of course, I'm traveling. I had to pre-record some of this of the video so it could be prepared for tonight. But I wanted to welcome you all to some very special things that's going on right now. The most important thing that you need to be plugged into right now is our I Am Next campaign. You want to make sure you go to your back office and everybody plug into the I Am Next campaign. You need to make sure that you have your 200 PQP, that you're pushing your team, and you're in the process of getting your I Am Next t-shirts and your I Am Next caps. If you need more details about that, go to the back office and it's there specifically in detail. Throughout the week, I'll be joining the Dorothy Cook's morning call with other platinums and top leaders, giving detailed information about the I Am Next campaign. So please join those morning calls. You can have questions. You're more than welcome to ask any question that you desire. Now, I want to do something very special. Last night we had a very special guest. We had Platinum President Nicola Jackson, a pioneer in the network marketing industry, a pioneer in Artists International. She is partnered with Platinum President Robert Jackson, and they head up the Supreme team, which has a large part to do in the success of the Caribbean market. Now, she had a phenomenal speech last night. I want to give you a segment of her speech as she conducted it last night in our room. Completely moved everyone. So if you want to get yourself out of any loud noises, get yourself in a quiet environment and pay attention to the information that you're about to hear. Once this is done, I'll come back and close out the call. But take a listen to this clip.
Hello from the Bahamas. Welcome to tonight's corporate call.
Okay, I want you to understand that what is happening first began in the supernatural, and now you're just seeing it in the natural. And that's called faith. You guys have to understand that faith is the substance hoped for. Do you guys understand what you're saying when you say that? The evidence of things not seen. There was a time where people counted you out. There was a time when people thought that it was dead in the Bahamas. But I always knew there was life here. When this young lady here, who is the executive president, the very first executive president in the Bahamas, do you guys understand what that means? That means $100,000 in a 30-day period in a business from a woman who came from fighting foreclosure. Do you guys understand what type of faith it takes to be able to see that when no one is standing with you? My God. I'm excited. I don't even have to tell about my story. Because the story that's happening here in the Bahamas is bigger than that. Yes. This is the time for the Bahamas. Trendsetters. Okay? This is where the next movers and shakers are going to come out of. Do you guys receive that? Do you receive it? Do you receive it? When you say, give me me, give me me, give me me, give me me. It's your time. I'm going to tell you something. I already know I have a very high level of discernment, and there are some people in here that don't believe. Because I'm feeling like a shifting in my spirit. So I'm going to ask the believers to help us shift where we need it to be, baby. I'm telling you, there was a time when Jesus was performing some miracles and he would have to tell somebody, you got to get out the room. You got to message outside of you believing God, believing what He has told you. There was one time when I came here and I realized that there were more people who never lived in the Bahamas who owned the Bahamas. There are people who come here from different countries, different states, to own a piece of what's yours. See, I always believe that when God plants you somewhere, you have to take ownership. Take ownership. And you can't do that broke. You can't do that broke. Even if you own your house free and clear, you still got to pay taxes. Well, that's in the U.S. Oh, here too? Yeah, because I know y'all have some of y'all don't have income taxes, right? We call it the mafia in the U.S. They just devote your money, they didn't work for it at all, and they just tell you how much of it is theirs. The next thing I want you guys to really pay very close attention to is that you have to sow seeds. Say sow seeds.
Sow seeds.
You have to understand what an investor mindset is. There are some people that are going to be presented with an opportunity and a chance to change their life forever. Just like my husband and I's life has been changed forever. If we had not made a decision to actually do something different, say do something different. Do something different. I would have still been walking around overweight, sick, probably would have lost everything, all because some people are unwilling to shift and make a change. I'm going to tell you that investors are wealthy people. They're pliable, they're agile. They'll actually be able to move when it's their time. There is a time right now for you to move. Say move.
Move.
It takes action, baby, to make things happen. And so you have to understand that, do you know that rich people invest first and spend what's left over? Did you hear that? I'm going to say it one more time. Because see, when you see an opportunity, that means it's time for you to invest, and that means that there's an expectation, say expectation.
Expectation.
Of a return. Do you know that rich people invest first and spend what's left over? You have any idea what poor people do?
Just spend.
They make every excuse in the book to go against the grain. There are principles to wealth. They're not hidden. People call them secrets all the time. They call them secrets because they want you to go digging for what's right in front of your face. You have living proof. Say living proof. Living proof. See, there was one time when I would come here and I would share my story of, hey, we were $458 our first month with artists. Our second month, we earned $3,800. Our third month, $9,975. Our fifth month, $38,500. And our largest check, $117,000 in a month. But to people who can't wrap their mind around it, say wrap their mind. To people who couldn't wrap their mind around it, they didn't believe it. Oh my God. Do you think they ever received it? No. But there were a few people, say a few.
A few.
Many are called, but few are chosen. There were a few people who believed it. And they you have to be very clear about your vision. And when you don't have a vision or you don't have action with the vision, that's all it is going to be, is a dream. And then your life turns into a nightmare.
Oh my God.
I want you to understand that we don't just dream, we live our dreams. And we have made it our life's work to show other people how to do the same thing. That's why when the new people come up here to join this team, I always take note and I look in everyone's eyes. Because see, I'm here with a pure intention. I'm clear on my assignment. I forgot I didn't tell you what my name is. It means deliverer of the people. Victory of the people. Do you understand it took almost 38 years before I found that out? I never understood why I got mad at poverty. I never understood why I got mad when I saw people not having enough. I never understood why I was so deep on the inside of me to work from sun up to sundown if I had to. And do you realize that God has injected a dream, a passion inside of you, just like He did inside of me? Do you realize that this company, Artists International, from me just doing, helping people, helped me to seek and go deeper to find out why I'm here in the first place? How many people want to know why they're here? And when you find out, what you gonna do about it?
Well, Artist Family, I hope you enjoyed that beautiful segment from Platinum President Nicola Jackson. She's always doing a phenomenal job. I want to encourage you right now. The most important thing, you only have 2 to 3 more days, or really only 2 days, to qualify for the first stage of the I Am Next campaign. Call everyone on your team. Make sure they do that 200 qualification. If you look in your back office and someone purchased last month but haven't purchased this month, you want to get those people back on recurring order and get them in order right now. But also make sure that you go out and you continue to recruit, continue to prospect. Remember, the first 10 days of the month is exposed. Then we show, then we enroll. Guys, I'm so happy to be able to join you each and every Wednesday on the Wednesday Night Corporate Call. My name is Philip LeBlanc, the General Manager of Artists International. I don't want to see you guys just at the top, but over the top. Because remember, an appointment with artists will change your life. We'll see you next Wednesday. My artist family.